All right. Parents didn't start this fight. They didn't ask for it. They didn't go looking for a culture war in the carpool lane. But here we are. Because somewhere along the line, American education stopped serving families and started serving itself. This isn't parents versus teachers. This isn't even left versus right. This is parents versus an education cartel that believes your kid actually belongs to them, not to you. And Americans are done pretending that that's all right. So we have to do is be clear about the terms we're talking about. A cartel. When you use those kind of words, people think they're inflammatory. But here's what a cartel is. It's a protected system. It's insulated from accountability. It's funded regardless of results. It's hostile to outsiders, and it is aggressive toward dissent. Am I close? Public education today is they get paid whether the kids can read or not. It gets fed whether the kids can read or not. It punishes innovation. Don't try to get outside the box and do something. No, one must be inside the box. Things like homeschoolers and charter schools, it attacks. It labels parents extremists for asking questions. You remember that some people who were at a school board meeting were labeled as domestic terrorists. You remember that happened. If this was any other industry, DOJ will be knocking at their door. There used to be a time though where parents and schools were partners. We're partners. Zero, and then this happened. Zero accountability testing regimes. Curriculum secrecy. Don't tell the parents. We saw a lot of this during COVID. Radical ideology smuggled in as equity. Administrators telling parents, that's not your concern. Well, if my kid's here 7.5 hours a day, yeah, everything that happens here is my concern. Everything. But COVID ripped all the curtain down. Got to see the whole nasty thing. Parents saw that lessons didn't match the reports cards. Parents saw that political activism was replacing academics. Parents saw that teachers' unions fighting reopening harder than student failure. Oh, can't have the kids go back to school. Can't have them go back to school. No, 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 no. But we want the teachers to get paid. We want them to get paid and not work. Huh. This wasn't a misunderstanding. It was exposure. Now, here's the quiet part out loud. The system is designed to protect the adults, not the children. The system is designed to protect the adults, not the children. Teachers' unions negotiate for power, not performance. Administrators grow regardless of the outcomes. Federal dollars reward compliance, not excellence. And parents? Well, y'all are just a funding source. And the problem if you complain, or if you even ask a question. That's not education. That's extraction. Now, this is why things like school choice always terrify them. Because school choice isn't about politics. It's about what we're going to call exit power. And the cartels hate exits. If parents can leave, bad schools lose money. If parents can leave, bureaucracies have to shrink. And if parents can leave, ideological games stop paying rent. That's why schools are demonized, homeschooling parents are surveilled, vouchers are called dangerous, not because they fail, because some of them fail. It's because they work. Okay, now you wonder when did this happen? It happened the moment, the nanosecond that schools decided they could hide information from parents. And we saw some of this, especially in California, where um, little Billy was going to school, and they were calling Billy Nancy, but they were hiding that information from mom and dad. We saw cases where there was little Susie was being taken for an abortion without her parents' knowledge or consent. We saw that. We saw that schools decided to override family values. We saw that schools decided to redefine child welfare without consent, like I was just talking about. They crossed the line. Something that I do at the beginning of every school year on this channel, I remind all my friends who are still teaching, these are not your children. These are not your children. Because parents don't co-parent with the state. Children are not community property, no matter what Joy Reid says. And permission slips are not optional suggestions. And this movement that we're dealing with now isn't going away. Parents have tasted a bit of transparency, some choice, some power, and we're not giving it back. This isn't a rebellion. This is a correction. Education exists to serve families, not to rule them. And the cartel is finally being challenged.